Okay, so you're starting your unclaimed funds business in 2025 and 2026, but you have no clue where to start. In this video right here, I'm going to show you guys exactly what you need to do to get your business started with unclaimed funds. Let's go. All right, you guys. So, right here, we're going to go over all the steps that you need to know to get your business for unclaimed funds started right now in 2025. And this is going to apply to 2026 as well, guys. It is not going to change because gone are the days of people just winging it and doing this as sole proprietors or really just individuals, just helping people find money. You actually have to start your unclaimed funds business, whether if you're working with tax overages or state funds, you have to start it as a business. And I'm going to explain to you guys why. Then I'm going to show you how. Now, why do you want to be a business? Number one, the multiple tax advantages that you get as a business. Everything that you do, every dime that you invest in your business, let's say you are purchasing, I don't know, a digital course, or you're hiring a coach, or you're getting a website built, or maybe your cell phone that you're constantly calling people on, or maybe, I don't know, your car, maybe you're driving places to get things done. Well, all these expenses in your day to day life are now considered a tax write off. Just imagine you bringing home 30% more on top of what you average. Okay. And I don't care like what it is. If you go on a dinner and let's say you and your partner are talking about business, guess what? That's a tax write off because that is now a business meeting. So there's so many different ways, but more importantly, people don't want to be scammed. People don't want to give you their personal identifying information to someone that doesn't have a legitimate business. Now, you might get away with the onesie twosies. You might get a few people here and there who don't have a big lump sum of money that's waiting for them. You might get a few people that might say, all right, go ahead, do whatever you do. But for the vast majority of people, if you're not a legitimate business, if they can't look you up because information is available to us these days, people can chat GPT you and find out if you're legitimate. People can check you on Google. They can check you on the state website to see if you're a business lookup. But so if you guys have not been taking this in consideration, let me tell you something. You're going to find yourself climbing an uphill battle made out of jello. Okay. You're just going to get stuck. So now, once you become a legitimate business, the couple things you want to do is you want to make sure number one, you can be seen. So you want to go on Google My Business and get found. Number two, you want to know where to find your people. Okay. Because now that people can find you, you got a website you're parked at. You want to know, how do I find these people? Now, I always recommend to people getting started with an unclaimed funds business is you got to pick a lane. Either you're going to do state funds or tax overages. Do one or the other. Try not to do both. And I know it's tempting, and I know a lot of people do that. They cross lines. But let me tell you the problem with this. You're going to find yourself never really mastering any one of the lanes. The rules are different. Even though they have similarities, it's still a different lane and it's a different type of customer. The people who are dealing with foreclosures are a lot more guarded than people who have state funds because people with state funds, it's a lot more understandable and a lot more relatable for people with state funds than it is for people with foreclosures. So for foreclosures, you want to be a little bit more seasoned. You want to have been here before and be able to execute. Not all of us are just coming out the barn like just hot at what we do when it comes to unclaimed funds. We need reps, we need at bats. Here's some math for you that helped me make a decision that beginners do better with state funds than they do with tax overages. 1 out of 7 people are owed money with state funds. That's not the same statistic for foreclosures. Foreclosures are like finding needles in a haystack, okay? Even though the names are readily available for us on public sites, good luck finding these people and good luck getting them to trust you. State funds, you can walk into a room full of friends and family that you know, and you can help them with their funds and you can build momentum and get referrals from there. So, this is what you're gonna do. Number one, you're gonna scroll down here. This is the unclaimed.org. I always tell you guys start there. You pick the state that you guys wanna work and just click on that state right there. So, not every state is created equal. All right. This is just a state of California. I always use them as an example. And really, I should start just holding California specific classes for you guys and workshops just because I've made so much money with California and so have my students. I think it's just one of the most state friendly places for investigators. All right. So when you're going over here, one of the first things you guys want to do is you guys want to download the investigators book and you guys want to go ahead and just follow each link from the notice to investigators to the handbook and forms. And they give you everything that you need. As you're starting your business, you're building your business, the steps that you guys want to take is you guys want to apply through the irs.gov. Let's go ahead and pull that up together. Let's go to irs.gov. And then the first thing you guys want to do is you guys want to come in here and you guys want to find like where you can get your EIN, okay? So you can either go here and you can scroll through and see, okay, where's the EIN link? Or you guys can always do a quick little search and type in EIN right there. And then right here, the employer identification number. You want to go there and you want to apply for that number and it was free, okay? You don't have to do anything else for you. Okay, and then after that, you want to go to your specific state and you want to go ahead and register your business. You want to go to your state website, type in, I don't know, California business startup, Iowa business startup, Florida business startup. And in the state website, the Secretary of State is going to pop up and you're going to file. After that, you want to check the city or the county that you live in and see, okay, do I need to apply for a business license? Let's pick a random city. Las Vegas City Business License. Okay, so here, all you're going to do is you're going to go to a .gov, okay, or whatever it is. Most of them are .govs, but it says apply for a business license. Now, why did we want to apply for a business license? It's important because you're making money in that city and they want to know that you're doing business there. But here's even more important for you, for selfish reasons. Did you ever think about applying for business grants through your city or for your county? Do you know how much money you can get before you even close a single deal? So you guys want to make sure you guys follow the step-by-step process and apply for that license. It may cost you anywhere from $20 to upwards of $50 to $70. It just depends on your location, where you're from. And then once you apply and you pay for it, trust me when I say this, every single year, my wife and I, we pull in at least 10 grand from our city getting business startup grants. Okay, so there's always money available. You just have to know when and where to look. If you guys don't know where to look, make sure you guys check the link in my description in my digital course, my Unclaimed Academy. Not only do I put this information in my courses, I also teach this. So once you becoming a student in my academy, I teach people how to get grants for their business. So you're making your first $5 to $10 to $20,000 right out the gate, getting funding from your city. And it doesn't have to be because you're unclaimed funds. It could be just because you're a business owner. Okay, so let's go ahead and go on back to the investigator page right here. So after you download yourself the investigator handbook, once again, not every state is created equal. Not every states are just as generous. Some states you might have to call and ask for information and build your own, if you will, or you might have to just basically do research of the state laws. But here's the awesome thing, guys. You got AI that can scour and crawl your state website for you as long as it's open to the public. Then it can go through there as long as there's no logins needed, and it can get the information for you. And you got AI that can actually build you your own investigator handbook. So it can almost be just as friendly as California. Maybe not as great as California, but it can get close enough. And that can tell you exactly how to run your business. So once you do this, my next advice to you guys is get all your business documents together. So what do you need to do? You need to go to a website called Rocket Lawyer, or you can go to LegalZoom. Okay, I'm showing you guys what that looks like. Okay, so rocketlawyer.com. All right, so we're gonna go to Rocket Lawyer. And there's a website like this. You can go here or you can go to LegalZoom. And I'm sure there's other websites where you guys can get yourself an agreement form. A lot of states will give you their own template. So make sure you look for that because a lot of times they will not accept what you have if you're turning in your own form, even if it's attorney vetted. However, it's still good to have your own form. And what I do with my business and what I teach in my course, as I teach people, send that agreement immediately. Just get that first signature so that client feels like they're locked in with you. And then, of course, when you build the package for them that you're going to send off, then you can attach the state agreement form between you and them. They're not going to question you, okay? As long as all the information is uniform, because you never know what type of client you're dealing with. You don't want to have like conflicting information, like how much money you're claiming or whatever the case may be. Just make sure everything is uniform and send it off. If you have a hard time getting organized or if you don't know what to put in a packet, once again, just check the link in my bio. You guys can join my digital course. You guys can start as low as $44 to learn the business, okay? Because I do have payment options for those of you guys who want to get the course. And after that, you just start your business. And once you guys start making money online with this business right here, trust me when I say this, you guys are going to find yourself being very profitable, helping people claim money that's rightfully theirs, and you don't have to charge them a dime out of pocket. Don't forget to drop me a comment and let me know what else you guys want to learn about the unclaimed funds business. But this video right here should give you a good idea on how to get your start. See you guys soon.